Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my picks for the 2014-15 AFC South Division. And I'm sorry it's belated, but better late than never. Anyway, first team, Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, don't be so bewildered or be in a state of shock because of this. Quarterback Andrew Luck has been more than providential as far as his arrival goes. What looked like was going to be a reclamation project for this team has translated really into instant success. 22-10 since Luck's arrival. The last two seasons prior to this one. 10-2 record versus the AFC South. Average of 24 points per game last season. A solid offense output last season. 12-13 wins may be conceivable, and they may challenge for the AFC's #1 spot this season. Now, wide receiver Reggie Wayne, more likely than not, will play a full season, and this could help immensely. They acquired defensive end DeQuell Jackson. The run defense definitely needs improvement, number 26 in the league in 2013, but DeQuell Jackson may play an integral role in elevating this a little bit, and that could make the difference between last year and this year. Let me go to the next team, Houston Texans. Now, last season's 2-14 disaster, was that an anomaly or a harbinger of things to come? I think it's going to fall somewhere in the middle. Wide receiver Andre Johnson, still with the team, is one of the mainstays of this team in the offense especially. A new coach, a new quarterback, maybe they'll be revitalized by this. They still managed miraculously to finish 7th in total defense, but they were also, I believe, #1 in the NFL in terms of worst turnover differential. So I think what may have been happening is that when teams were scoring on them, they were in good, after interceptions or what have you, they would wind up being in good field position, and they didn't have to really drive far to score because they gave up a number of points. They were 24th in the NFL in points per game against a 26.8. So I think teams just were not really having to drive that far in order to score against them. So the 7th in total defense is a little deceptive and misleading. Now, they added safety Kendrick Lewis. This may help them out a little bit anyway as far as their defense goes. They did have some injury problems last season. Running back Arian Foster missed 8 games due to lumbar surgery. So if he plays a full season, this may help the team and at least get him to at least be a mediocre team or at least be respectable this season. I don't see them going 2-14 again. All right, I have the Tennessee Titans for 3rd place. They have a new head coach in Ken Wisenhunt. Hopefully formulate good schemes and a winning attitude for this team. Will Jake Locker stay injury-free and be consistent? That's another question. The team was 22nd in total offense last season. That needs to be augmented and improved for this team to at least be competitive in the season. Now, they lost running back Chris Johnson, wide receiver Kenny Britt, and kicker Rob Baronis. Now, are these losses going to be that devastating to this team where they'll feel the effects this year? It may be possible. Now, the first 4 games are against teams that were 500 plus, I believe over 500 or 500 or over in 2013. Now, either way, they have a tough schedule starting out of the gate. But one thing that's promising and reason to be optimistic for Titans fans, 6 of their losses last season were by 8 points or fewer. So maybe this team could turn around with a new coach and at least finish respectably this season. Now, last but not least, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't like to be derisive or negative with teams or anything, but I don't really find too many positives with this team. Last season they were 31st in total offense, last in scoring offense at 15.4 points per game. The last 3 or 4 seasons, this team has seemed like they've been near the bottom of the pack or at the bottom of the pack in terms of offense goes. Now, Will running back Toby Gerhart fill the void that Maurice Jones-Drew left behind? Now also Chad Henne, is he the future quarterback for this team, or are they going to go with someone else? And wide receiver Justin Blackman has been suspended. The last 5 seasons, they've compiled a robust, I believe, 26 and 59 record, I believe. And when you look at this, can they really improve that much on it this season? It's going to be very difficult to do this. I mean, I guess it's just going to take some grit, some determination. They're going to have some perseverance, because it seems like this is a team that is just at least a couple seasons away from getting to a point where they can actually compete in this division. In the last 5 seasons, I think I may have said that wrong, but I know in the last 5 seasons they've only won like 25 or 26 games. So that's really the main thing, and they're just, obviously they've shown they can't really play. They have difficulty, I believe, winning their division games and winning, period, unfortunately. But anyway, let me bring you to my computer screen, and I'll give you my rundown of the teams in the predicted order of finish for this division. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, got the Colts 11-5, Texans 7-9 second, Tennessee Titans at 5-11 third place. Last but not least, the Jacksonville Jaguars at 4-12. Well, people, this is Edwin Learnard, and stay tuned next time, where I will be giving you my prognostications and picks for the AFC West for 2014-15. Until next time, people, stay well.